Chef Jay Hubbs here with Pig Dabbin' Barbecue, and today I'm going to show you how to make St. Louis ribs. This is absolutely one of my favorite things to barbecue, and it's great for your backyard barbecue. Let's get into it. Okay, so what I have here are St. Louis ribs bought from my local supermarket, Safeway here in Kent. I'm going to show you how I trim these. First thing you're going to do is on the back of these, they have a membrane, a thin little membrane here that you're going to want to get off. And the best way to do it, and this is how I always do it, is I always go about the second bone down, in between the second and third. Seems to be at a good spot. You just take a paper towel and grab it, and you're going to be able to peel it back. Now when you peel it back, you're going to get your finger under there all the way across with a paper towel. And it should peel right off. Just like that. And that membrane, all it does, a lot of people leave it on, but to me it just makes the meat chewier when you bite through it. You're going to snap through that membrane. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes parts of the membrane just render out, but taking it off allows the spices to penetrate in the bottom as well. So this big chunk of fat through here, I just like to get rid of it because one is it will cook because these cook bone side down, but that fat tends to burn and turn black back here. So the one thing you don't want is black. Too black means burnt and bitter, and it's just not good. So there is a little piece here I'm going to take off. It's got fat in it. That's just stuff you don't want to eat. But you just look through and look for anything that you wouldn't probably want to eat. And we're going to leave pretty much this whole thing intact, except, again, this back bone back here. Just the one bone. I always take it off. And goes the soup, and then I cut off this fat back here as much as possible. Just slide it right through, and that's it's not the prettiest thing, but I'm actually going to cut this. I'm going to square this off too. Give that. So there you go. We're ready to roll. We're going to be putting this on. We're going to be seasoning these up as well, but I'll show you that in just a second. All right, so today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using on these ribs our salt, pepper, Worcestershire powder, garlic rub. This is an all-purpose seasoning. This is fantastic. I put this on everything.
Salt, pepper, Worcestershire, garlic.
Pig Dabbin' Barbecue. This is it. Very flavorful. It's really, really good. And that Worcestershire powder in this actually takes it beyond the traditional salt, pepper, garlic flavor. And then we're also going to be using our Pig Dabbin' sweet rub. All right, time to season these up. So what we're going to do is put a binder on them. I like to use mustard on these. You can use just about anything you want. Hot sauce, Worcestershire sauce. All you want to do is it's just a binder to help the rub stick. You don't really taste it. And if you don't like mustard and you don't want to use it, then use something else. Use soy sauce, use olive oil, vegetable oil, peanut oil. So do that. We're going to get both sides. And the edges. And we're going to start with our Pig Dabbin' salt, pepper, Worcestershire, and garlic powder. I'm gonna put the sweet rub on this, but I don't put it on the bottom. I just use salt, pepper, and garlic. So that way when you cook, when it's time to wrap these, the bottom will not be burnt. If you use a sweet or a sugar-based rub on the bottom, it tends to burn. Hey, I missed one thing. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put Smucker's strawberry jam on it. You're probably saying, what are you doing? What I'm doing is adding flavor. This is very, very good. Just get you a couple of these. It doesn't overpower it. It makes it sweet. A lot of people don't realize that you can put any type of jelly. You can do grape jelly, apple jelly. Apple jelly is really good on this. But strawberry's good as well. And you're just gonna smear it in. That's it, just smear it all in. But just add a little bit of sweetness and a glaze. That'll do. Okay, then we're gonna hit it with our sweet rub. Pig dab and sweet rub, turbinado sugar. This is gonna give it a good mahogany color. Okay, it's time to put the St. Louis ribs on. They've been sitting for about 10 minutes and you can see they'll start tacking up. They just get glossy, kind of shiny. That means that the rub is penetrating into the meat. We're gonna put them on my Traeger. Love this grill. I've had this for quite a while. This is just very versatile. It's almost like the Ronco of barbecues. You just set it and forget it because it holds temp perfect. I am cooking with cherry pellets. So cherry wood pellets, and we're gonna put these on and let these go for about 3 hours, and then we're gonna wrap them for about an hour and then put them back on for about a half an hour. We'll just get them right onto the center of the grates. And shut the door. Let them go for about 45 minutes. We'll check them. All right, time to check on the St. Louis ribs that we put on about an hour ago. And we're just gonna spray them down with some apple juice, vinegar, and water. And just to get some moisture going in there, and also going to check and see the color. And yep, these are coming right along. They're you can see the bones are starting to pull back a little bit, but we're only an hour in. He's got another couple hours to go in here. We're just going to give them a good dousing just for moisture. I like to spray them pretty good because it'll dry right back up. All right, we'll see you in another hour or so. Okay, it's time to wrap up the St. Louis ribs. They've been in there about 3 hours-ish, getting close. I usually cook them to about a certain color that I like, but we're gonna put them here on a foil. We're gonna wrap them up with some parquet butter, our pig dab and vinegar sauce, some of our spritz, and honey, and brown sugar. So first step is number one, they're gonna go meat side down on top. So we're gonna spray some of the spray just for moisture. This spritz, this apple juice and vinegar. Next comes a layer of brown sugar. It's gonna be as long as the rib is. So about like that much. Just a handful, and you're gonna lay the rib right on top of that brown sugar. It's gonna soak in, give it a sweet flavor. Amazing. Vinegar, pepper.
Just dab it.
This is for some kick and a vinegar tang. So we're just gonna put that all over it. Just like so. Squeeze some parquet butter in there, get a lot in there. Just like so. And then, honey for the money right here. This is what makes it. Just get it all across there. So we're gonna be good. I'm gonna reach over here, show you one of these ribs here. Okay, you pick it up. They're starting to bend. They are starting to bend. And you can see that they're gonna start breaking a little bit. That means they're getting tender. But this is gonna get them really tender by wrapping them in foil. So you turn them upside down, and if you notice, really no burn marks here, just on the edges. But that's common. That's the inside of the bone marrow is coming out the sides. So I just hit it with the spritz again, moisture, and then a little more vinegar sauce.
Just dab it
on the back. And then we wrap it up. Wrapping's really easy. Single layer. Just fold it over once. Tight around it. Bring the other side over. Bring it down flat. And you're going to fold it 1, 2. Like that. Pull it up over the side. Boom. And 2. And then I'm going to go ahead and wrap the other one. And we're going to get them back onto the grill. They're going to go back on for about another hour to an hour and a half. And then we'll take them off and then finish them off with a glaze on the grill. So we'll see you in about another hour. Time to pull off the pork ribs here. And so what we're going to do is take a look at them. You're going to have a lot of juice in here, and this is good juice. Actually, it really is. You can even use this juice as you're eating your ribs. Dip it in the juice. Fantastic. Just pour it off into a cup. But you can see this is all your honey, butter, vinegar, brown sugar, all of that. It should turn over and be, yeah, look at that thing of beauty right there. All right, I put this back on. Now you can see the pull back on the bones here. And I put it on a little light glaze here of the Pig Dabbin Memphis Sweet and Tangy. I just put some on there and bend. That is a done rib right there. Yep. I'll flip this over. So the best way to cut ribs, super easy. That's a great color. You flip them upside down with the long knife, and you go right in between the bones. There you go. And that is the St. Louis rib, done right. Look at that juice. So good, so tender. Throw a little sweet, Memphis Sweet and Tangy Pig Dabbin sauce. And if you want to grab any of our products, any of our rubs, sauces, look us up for catering, any events, go to pigdabbin.com. Otherwise, bon appetit. Oh. Am I on? Oh, wait till you try it. Okay, I got a house full of people. Ribs are done. Food is done. And I'm gonna let these two try one. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I could do that all day. Yes, sir. Pig dabbing.
That's it. All day.